Hello, good morning everybody and welcome to my presentation. Today we're going to talk about the pre-romantic poet, especially of Robert Burns. My name is Juan Bustamante and we are going to start the presentation. We are going to talk about the peasant poet Robert Burns or Robbie Burns. This poet was born on a farm in southwestern Scotland to poor, uneducated peasants. As a boy, he worked on a farm and attended school infrequently. Whatever education Bohr obtained came mainly from reading, and his favorite writers were Shakespeare and Pope. And I have a question. Why Burns is considered one of the best pre-romantic poets of the time? Okay, this question we are going to answer through the presentation. Uh, we have in this slide general information about Robert Burns, and it's very important to say that he born in 1759, Ayrshire, Scotland, and died in 1796, Dumfries, national poet of Scotland who wrote lyrics and songs and in Scots and in English. He was also famous for his amours and his rebellion against Orthodox religion immorality. He had a keen ear for the speech of his native land. In his work, he employed its characteristic sound to impart a fresh vitality to English literature. It's very important to know that after the death of his father, Burns quickly developed his gift for expressing emotion of love, friendship, and amusement in verse. He also attempted to keep the family farm going but failed. Soon, however, his fortune changed for the better. At the age of 27, he published poems, chiefly in the Scottish dialect, a word that enjoyed immediate success with simple farmers and sophisticated critics alike. Burns then temporarily gave up farming and moved to Edinburgh. There he played the role of him, that of a gifted but uncultured rustic. Robert Burns is the best loved Scottish poet, admired not only for his birth and great love songs, but also for his character, first, the second, his high spirit, pure defiant, hard drinking, and womanizing. He came to fame as a poet when he was 27 years old, and his lifestyle of wine, women, and song made him famous all over Scotland. His direct literacy influence in the use of Scots in poetry were Alan Ramsay and Robert Ferguson. Poetry of Burns. The poems of Burns were written in Scottish dialect on a variety of subjects, and he wrote in three main areas. The first is politics poems, satirical poems, and lyrics, the three main areas. And we're going to see some characteristics of his work. The first is he was interested in the past, particularly in the old songs of his native land. The second, he shared the romantic belief in the importance of the common man. His poetry was predominantly lyrical. The use of dialect was a way of revolutioning poetic diction. He was able to unite nature and man into a single vision. And also, Burns wrote in a variety of form, epistle to friends, ballads, and songs. Uh, His best known poem is the mock heroic Tam O'Shanter. And he is also well known for the over 300 songs he wrote which celebrate love, celebrate friendship, celebrate work, and drink with often uh, hilarious and tender sympathy. The work of Burn, we have the most important work here. We have the Jolly Beggars to a mouse, on turning her up in her nest with the plow, Old Lang Syne, as we mentioned before, Tan Chanter, a red rose, among others. It was a world's best collection of 300 plus words, many poems, and many songs. We're going to continue. The poet's song, "Oh, My Love is Like a Red Rose," is one of the most loved lyrical songs. Many of songs he devoted to his wife. Born songs are the soul of the music. Beethoven, Schumann, Mendelssohn, and others composed to the poet verses. It's important to know that he died over 200 years. Why is he more popular than ever today? In one short lifetime, he left up several treasures. He left up historical details, first, social interactions, philosophical debates, soundcraft, and archive music. And it's very important to know that his fate has featured on banknotes in his books have been translated into over 40 languages. His songs are sung all over the world and have influenced a huge number of other artists. He is quite simply one of the most fascinating cultural phenomena to emerge in the 18th century. And also, he has a national day every 25th January each year. They celebrate Barnes' contribution to Scottish culture. This is the end of the presentation. I see you in my next presentation. Thank you for your attention.